Hey guys, it's Hedgehog here, and welcome back to the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. So in the last video, the story started taking place. Like Sonic got murdered, and we are about to start investigating, trying to figure out what happened. So let's just go and hop into it and see if we can figure out what is going on. Whoa, look at this place. Amy, are you here? I looked around and I don't see her. I think Amy's already gone ahead. It seems she's really excited. Did you notice something from me? Did you need something from me? Yeah, just a question really. How do I put this? What if Sonic is actually hurt? Ha 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 ha. He's laughing. Sonic doesn't go down so easily. He's on a train full of his friends. Nothing will actually happen to him. We're just really committed to the mystery for Amy. You have nothing to worry about, promise. Plus, Sonic likes to nap in a lot of train spots. He's fine. He's making a lot of sense, but I can't shake what Sonic said to me. Is this really part of the murder mystery game, or is something deeper happening? I need more evidence to figure out what's going on. Can I tag along with you? If you don't mind, is it cool if I tag along with you? Oh, of course, sure. Now if I ever need a snack, you've got me. That's right. Haha, fair. As I said, the best detectives have sidekicks, so I'm happy to have you. If you ever catch me looking glum, though, just know it's because, where's my little card? The last guy to work a case with me ditched our practice to join the evil Dr. Eggman. Not a proper detective without the baggage. This is true? You varmints! What are y'all doing in my saloon? He's trying so hard to stay in character. Knuckles, we're trying to figure out who murdered Sonic. I can see that. Amy's moseyed through and told me all about it. Enough of that. Wonder how long he kept that voice up for Amy. We were wondering if you could tell us what you were up to before the murder. Anything helps us establish your alibi. And nope, I have nothing to tell either of you. Leave me alone. He's obviously agitated about something, but why take it on us? I know better than to argue with Knuckles, so it seems we're on our own. Rasheen, we need to figure out what Knuckles was up to while we are apart. Let's investigate for clues and then interrogate. Right, let's do it. Alright, clearly we won't be able to give the game Super Monkey Ball a try. Really, Super Monkey Ball. Do we think it broke when the train sped up? The damage look more caused from punches. Who could have done that? What are you looking at me for? I wonder why I'm looking at you, Knuckles. Who else is gonna punch something because they're angry? Smash arcade added to your inventory. Rasheen, this is interesting. What is it? It's just a few used cups. Sure, but why are there 3? Knuckles was really thirsty. Someone has lipstick on the rim. That's not Knuckles' color at all. Someone else must have been here. We should log this. Doesn't Rouge have red lipstick? I think we found enough clues. Let's go interrogate Knuckles and find out what really happened. There's no way we found enough clues. Hey, you know anything? The robotic arms here are really helpful. What was the arm doing to my hair? He fixed it a bit. That's incredible. What interesting tech. Uh-oh. Should I fear for my job a little bit? How well can it microwave? You got nothing to worry about there, buddy. Hey, look. I thought I told you leave me alone. I like your hat. Knuckles, are you blushing? I said leave me alone. It doesn't look like he's used to being complimented. Did you just adjust your hat a bit so we can see it better? I said leave! Not hungry. Okay. Well, if you ever are, let me know, would you? Sure, like a butler of sorts, right? Come on, Rasheen, you're not a butler. Tell him that. I ain't telling that. Yeah, like a butler, of course. Excellent. Thank you, butler. Dang it. Alright, Knuckles, Rasheen and I need to determine what you were doing during the hour the murder took place. I already told you, buzz off. You're not getting anything out of me. Thankfully, we don't need you to say much. What happened here is pretty obvious. Huh? It is? We have evidence too. We do? Rasheen just took a good look. Just take a good look at our inventory. What was distracting Knuckles during the time Sonic was murdered? Obviously the arcade. The arcade machine, huh? What makes you think I touched it? You punched it, that's what made me think about it. Oh, I gotta jump. Brain blast! This isn't a tough one, Knuckles. Knuckles, you clearly touched the arcade machine because... What evidence do you have that the damages are punches? What are you all staring at my hands for? Knuckles, you clearly destroyed the arcade machine, but why? I needed a punching bag, and none were available to me. Just a sudden urge to punch, huh? I believe repairing the arcade machine will give us our answer. How will you... I'm on it. Rasheen, distract Knuckles while I fix Super Monkey Ball. Bring it on. Uh-oh. I will not win that fight. They're cool little mini games. The arcade machine is fixed. No, don't look at the score. Oh, he got a terrible score, didn't he? He got the lowest score. Quick, look at the scores. I'm pulling it up now. Okay, what does this tell us? Oh, he was one off. He was 1 point off. Nothing, obviously. It tells us something massive. Look at the name on top of the list. It's Vector. He's supposed to be in the library car. The picture is beginning to be painted. You competed with Vector to see who get the highest score, and Vector beats you. And in frustration, you destroyed the arcade cabinet. Grrr. He's punching the air in frustration. You're guessing. Where is your proof? What's your evidence? The 1 point. Vector is a common name. Prove to me he was here. Now. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, to be honest. Gotta find out. Oops. Oh no, what did I do it? Quick machine, let's try this again. We got this, we got this, we got this, we got this, we got this. Whoops. No, it's okay. I got it. Why did I jump? Oh, okay. Why did I jump? I got this. I push space. Got it. Got it. Just enough. Now, Rasheen, what proves Vector was here with Knuckles? I don't. I guess this. No. I thought it was strange there was more than one cup sitting next to you. While you were supposed to be participating in a murder mystery game for Amy's birthday, you and Vector enjoy some drinks playing arcade. It's not. I wasn't. Don't tell Amy. I think we were right on track. It's as you say. Vector popped in at the top of the hour, wanting to play the arcade game machine with me. We went back and forth trying to figure the game out, but when we did, we competed for the highest score. When he beat me, I destroyed the machine. No proof of his win. I was trying to fix the arcade cabinet before you two came in. Honest, I didn't want to be caught. And that's my story and alibi. I've already told you in the abridged version of this to Amy. Boy, this friend group has a lot of pride issues. Ain't that the truth? Well, that explains one of the used cups. But what about the cup with the lipstick mark? I knew it. Rouge was in here too. It's inconsequential, not worth mentioning. She searched around for something, but failed, made fun of our game and left. Obnoxious, that one. But you offered her a drink, apparently. Listen, I don't know why she showed up, and I've told you everything that happened before the train sped up. Are you not satisfied? Will you two relent? I'm understanding the scenario. Vector visited to play the game. Rouge couldn't find something and left. Then Knuckles destroyed. I cannot read. Then Knuckles destroyed the machine. I just slow down. That all makes sense to me. Thank you for answering so many of our questions. Actually, that's not everything, is it, Knuckles? I want to step back to something I noticed. One more name on the high score list doesn't make sense. Machine, can you take a look one more time? An odd name on high score list. What's Tails talking about? I guess this one. All their names has food theme, but this one. Who here goes by Alton? You may not know, Rasheen, but there is someone here that goes by that title. The ultimate life form, Shadow. There's really someone here that goes by that? Nothing sticks by you, does it, bud? Vector and I were struggling so much with that game, but then Shadow dropped by. So Shadow was here too. He taught us the game and was first to get his name on the scoreboard. Vector and I then fought to be Shadow's score. Shadow played an arcade game? They're both very annoying. You all immediately had to compete, huh? He gave me this before he left. Shadow told me to lock the door and not to open it for anyone, then he left. When Vector was leaving, I locked the door behind him. Saw no one else after locking the door. That's the honest truth. So when Amy came through here, not too long ago, did you open the door for her? No, I think she has some sort of key too. That's right, the conductor gave her that special birthday key. Well, I have a lot of questions. What happened to the library? What happened to the library that caused Vector to come here? Why is Shadow locking doors? And what was Rose searching for? Rouge. I don't know. They didn't tell me, even though I asked with that cowboy accent. You're gonna have to find them and ask them yourselves. More information than I expected to get here, but it seems we can move on. As of right now, I believe your story, Knuckles. We'll only know for sure when we confirm things with Vector. Fair enough, the library is the next car. I'll open the lock for you. Give whoever came outside an earful for me, Detective Tails and Butler. I liked it better when he wasn't talking to us. Will do, Sheriff. Come on, Rasheen. Let's head to the library. On it. This is way more exciting than microwaving chili dogs. Rasheen. Okay. Coming. Ready to mosey down to the next car? You got it. Onwards. Library car. Hang in there, buddy. All the stuff's getting heavy. I'll dump what I don't need. Everyone's favorite journalist reporter, Amy Rose, is hot on the scoop. I'm heading out. You've been fabulously helpful. Already? Before you go, SBO and I wanted to give you your presents. My presents? You're both too sweet, thank you. Vector, it seems we have more guests. Amy, there you are. Oh, the detective pair needs help from the birthday girl. Ah, she knows everyone's allowed to be sassy on her birthday. The tip is just too juicy to ignore. I'll see you all around. Don't worry, Sonic. I'll be the one to avenge you, and quick. But how are you going to... Oh, God, my reading is terrible. But how are you going to leave? The door to the next car is locked. Oh, you got the birthday girl? The birthday girl has a master key. Right. The birthday girl gets the birthday key. Of course, it's a birthday privilege. I'll solve the case before anyone else. Bye! Amy may be hasty, but she's thorough. Now, what are you two doing? Look mighty suspicious, I say. I'm detective, so I can't be the murderer. And I'm, just make sure things go well. Things aren't going great. I'm not sure if you've forgotten, but there was a murder. Well, I mean, besides that. Besides murder? My social skills, non-existent. I'm Vector the Butcher. I'm licensed to handle raw meat. I'm SBO, the poet. Ah, poetry. A resonant message from poet to reader, meant to challenge our delicate perspectives with the most rhythmic of prose. Can I hear some? Sure. Teardrops in the spring. Can you hear me sing? La 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 la, dee 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 dee. Good job. Just on the fly. Okay. Tails, don't look, man. You put them on the spot. Was that it? I have more if you like. Cherry blossoms in the spring. I'm satisfied for now. Thanks. At least he's rhyming, I suppose. Rasheen and I are here to establish both of your alibis. Can you walk us through what happened after Amy and everyone left? Can you walk us through what happened after Amy had everyone leave the dining car? Oh, sure. It was simple. We just explained this to Amy, actually. When we were all sent off, Rouge, Blaze, Shadow, and Sonic all passed through this library car, where Amy told me and SBO to stay. I promptly picked a book off the shelf and made myself comfortable. Vector got bored, so he left to see what Knuckles was up to in the saloon car. Yep. Where was Rouge? We happened to see her lipstick on a stained cup at the saloon car. Rouge came over to the library car, seemingly looking for something. Then she went to search the saloon car. She came back shortly. We heard her shout, "No way!" at the brochure stand over there. But she left back to the casino car before Shadow came through and locked the door. I wonder what she found. She obviously been on the hunt for something. After Rouge left, Shadow walked through the casino car, then entered the library car and locked the door behind him. More importantly, why has Shadow been locking doors? Shadow walked through the library car to the saloon car where Knuckles and I were playing games. He insisted on showing us Super Monkey Ball. Oh. I got so engrossed by the rolling monkey action, I hardly noticed when Shadow left the saloon car. I guess he walked through the library car to the casino car again, locking the door behind him. Then returned to the lounge car, where he was meant to be stationed. When Vector came back, we realized Knuckles locked the door to the saloon car, where we were stuck in the library car. That's when the train sped up. We were worried about the bookshelves falling on us, but we got through it all right. We sat trapped here until Amy arrived asking questions. She's the one that told us someone murdered Sonic. And yeah, that's all that happened. With all these locked doors, it seems Vector and SBO couldn't have left the library car or the saloon car. Thank you both for your cooperation. We're just going to peek around and we'll return with any questions. If you return with any meat, I'll chop it for you. And if you'd like to be serenaded with a poem, I got you covered too. Thanks, guys. Their alibi seems solid enough, but we should still search for clues. What we're looking for is any evidence that proves what they're saying is true. We need to confirm Victor's reason for leaving his post and determine if SBO is actually in the library card reading. A tall task, but we can do it. Let's get to the bottom of this, Tails. Absolutely. There's so many books on the ground. I wish there was time to pick them all up. I sadly have no interest in picking these books up. A lot of those were knocked out by the train speeding up. But Rouge pulled a lot of these too, searching for something. What reckless behavior. I feel sorry for the poor books. The spines are creasing, they're opening too far. This kid feels empathy for everything. Oh, brochures. There are travel destinations here, like amusement parks, caverns, hotels, restaurants. Oh! Rasheen, look at this. There's a couple maps here. This seems to be a map of the library car. The books are categorized by genre, which are listed here. I love a good overhead map. Let's take it. Should we take this brochure about a cave too? Look, there's stalactites. Nah, leave it. Oh, haha, yeah, that's fair. Nobody shares my fondness for caves. Oh, poor thing. That arm is really struggling cleaning up this car. To be fair, I wouldn't want to clean up all this mess either. Let's just leave it alone to do its thing. Yep, probably for the best. What's this bright red book? Oh, yuck, this reeks of evil scientist Dr. Eggman. Yep, this is Dr. Eggman's autobiography and recipe book. What kind of recipes? Who cares? I wouldn't trust any book he's written. It's weird. This is even here. Maybe people just appreciate an omelet. You may not be wrong. A child hangs precariously from the tree branch. The large text below reads, "Hang in there." Wow, I really needed this. This little child's hanging there, refusing to use his little wings to fly to safety because he's choosing the hard way. Because choosing the hard way is often the most rewarding. That's beautiful. If Chow can stick to his principles and find strength, then I can too. There's no way there was that much thought put into this poster, right? Something's always hanging in the trash. Let's check here. I hate to say it, but there's nothing here. Ah, I really thought there'd be something there. Hershane, are you sad there was nothing in the trash bin? No, I'm alright. I'm sure there'll be something hidden in the next trash bin we find. You really think so? Yeah. We just gotta stay optimistic. Yeah, okay. These trash bins hide a secret, I'm sure of it. Rasheen, you're pretty unconventional, but I like that. Was that supposed to be a compliment? Let's just take a pause and sit for a second. These chairs are very comfy, so plush, puts me right in the mood to read. Makes me want to take a nap personally. In fact, maybe I'll rest my eyes for a bit. Rasheen, no, don't fall asleep! There's been a murder, remember? If I had a ring for every time a murder ruined my nap time. Wait a minute, what? Alright, I guess I gotta talk to... what's this? Oh. Wow, I wish I could stop and look at all these books. But Sonic needs me right now. No time to rest. Alright, let's move on then. Well, I mean, a little peek wouldn't hurt. Hey! Stay focused. That's odd. I know some books have fallen to the ground and everything, but every book on the shelf is in alphabetical order, but this one. It's the user guide to the Mirage Express, the train we're currently on. Do you think someone found it on the ground and put it back? Maybe, but it is interesting. Let's make a note of this. Alright, I guess we gotta talk to them. Fancy a poem? Space. I've made it to space with my beloved antique vase, but a mistake in my haste dropped the vase from my embrace. So my antique I must now replace. What caused you to drop the vase? Don't read too deeply. It's just a poem. He hasn't thought it through, has he? I don't know what else When Shadow left the library car, he locked the door on his way out. There's gotta be a reason he's doing this. Should we take note of it? Yeah. Shadow's lock is added to the inventory. Did we? So the two of you don't believe us, eh? It's not that I don't trust either of you, but I wouldn't be a proper detective without examining the validity of your alibis. Rashid and I are here to confirm two things: why Vector left to go play games with Knuckles, and if SBO was here reading in the library car. Vector, we'll start with you. Why did you leave the library car to visit Knuckles? Prepare to present evidence if necessary. Oh, that's easy. I got bored. Oh, okay. What? I wasn't entertaining him enough though. It seems Vector enjoys being social. Plus, we were instructed to mingle, so I remember the arcade machine is in the saloon car, so I figured I'd go check it out. This seems to line up with information we gathered from Knuckles. Then I bring their attention to you, SBO. Rouge entered the library car to find something, then left. Look, I'm sorry guys, I'm trying to read this, but it's just not working. You said you immediately started reading, but where were you actually reading the entire time you were in the library car? Of course he was. Once SBO starts reading, he doesn't stop till it's done. I've seen it happen. It must have been a good read. What was the book? SBO doesn't owe you that, detective. Let the man live. What if it's embarrassing? What kind of things do you think I read? If you want to talk, I have a hunch on what book it might be. Rasheen, could you help me out? Alright, Rasheen. What book do we have? Oh, that's what I'm talking. We got this book. A manual? You think SBO is reading instructions? What argument could you possibly have to support this? Time to think. How many coins are I got 40, don't I? Whoops. You were both grasping. I knew it. Hold on, man. Don't laugh at me. Because I'm stupid and fell off. There we go. Flawless. Brain blast. There are books scattered around the floor, sure, but the remaining books on the shelves were all in alphabetical order. All except this manual, meaning someone at the very least picked the manual up and put it back in an incorrect place. This lack of attention to detail isn't normally like you, SBO. Hey now, I won't have you assaulting my pal like this. Calm down, Vector. I know you mean well, but I can handle myself. Apologies, SBO. A butcher and a poet friendship can form anywhere. Okay. Probably read that wrong, but I was paying attention. That is indeed the book I was reading, the Mirage Express Manual. Friends are cool. In that case, we'd like to ask you a few questions about the manual. Rasheen, if you don't mind. Could you ask SBO some questions about the manual? Just flip to a page and ask away. Oh, I see. Quiz SBO the manual to prove you read it. Which page should I quiz him on? Okay, what efficient and extremely accurate technology was installed to assist in keeping the train spotless? Robotic arms. During events that they can perform During events, they can perform a variety of tasks and are responsible for cleaning up trash and messes afterward. I remember conductors saying the train can clean itself. Though, I have a feeling the train company just didn't want to hire any janitors. The robotic arms can also detect weapons or explosive being brought onto the train, ensuring passenger safety. Seems like SBO aced that question. Machine, hit him with another one. Okay, let's go page 15. What is the Mirage Express cancellation policy? No refunds, and you'll be charged a notional fee. This does not apply if you're over the age of 65. Gee. Last one, Machine. I see SBO on count. Go for 3 for 3. Gotcha. Which page should I pick last? Let's go 16 for my birthday. What was implemented to support the conductor duties and ease general train obligations? An intelligent data processing system. It works in tandem with the conductor to assure smooth travel for guests. I remember this. The train has an autopilot, but it can't access its full suite of capabilities without the conductor present. Now, did I pass your test? Yeah, totally. It's wild you were able to retain all that information so quickly. No, it's not. If you know SBO, a poet's brain is often surprising. You clearly read the manual. Those answers feel far too specific to be guesses. And you both had the nerve to question my buddy like that. Don't we want to be supporting folks who read? Whew. You have to admit though, reading the entire time a murder occurred does sound a bit suspicious, even true. But he answered my question so calmly. That's very impressive. No. I understand everyone's cautious attitude. Vector was the only one to see me reading after all. My alibi is hard to if I can only read. Substantiate. Okay, screw that word, despite being the truth. Well, you definitely ran through the manual, so I suppose we cut SBO. Is that true? Vector was the only one to see you reading. Yes, that's correct. Problem? Frankly, I don't believe that can be true, and we have evidence to back it up. Machine? You don't put me on the spot. Okay, what do we have? That's one. Not sure what you're trying to say with that. Don't waste my time. I'm not sure that's right. What, the lock? Shadow's lock. Please pray tell me what does that have to do with anything. We're up, Machine. Let's get our argument together. I thought it would be the map just because nobody could be up in here. Oops, I totally did that. Oh, come on, I dodged that. Oh my god, I'm doing terrible. I would have had it. I would have had it. I would have had it. I'm looking forever. Oh, come on. I still have to forget which part from my mind. It's okay, we got this round. We got this round. Yeah. Oh, almost. Oof. Okay, it's okay though. We did it. Brain blast. Shadow walked through the library car to get to the saloon car, where he set the original high score on the arcade machine. Yeah, but I ended up beating it. It wasn't a high score long. Crocs aren't actual gamers. SBO said he saw Shadow into the library car, but he mentioned nothing about Shadow's return. He only mentioned that Vector came back. When Shadow left Knuckles and Vector in the saloon car, SBO was fully seated reading his book for a good while at this point. We know Shadow had to walk back through the library car when he left the saloon car, so there's absolutely no way Shadow and SBO didn't notice one another on Shadow's return trip. I mean, it's a simple slip-up. I was just fully immersed in my book that I didn't notice Shadow. You're telling me the sound of a door opening and locking would have caused you to look up? Well, you see, I can sense SBO's desperation here. Defending the argument that he was reading the entire time isn't easy. So, if you didn't see Shadow return from the saloon car to lock all the doors, then at that moment, were you really in the library car at all? But how would SBO leave? Shadow locked all the doors and no one saw SBO in the saloon car. It's a mystery, my dear Shane, one that I would love for SBO to solve. You gotta believe me. I was so involved in my book that I didn't notice Shadow passed out through the library car. Honest. When Vector returned, he even had to tap me on the shoulder to get my attention. Yeah, I think I remember doing that. Okay. I must have avenged my friend's death, so I'll ask you again, SBO. If you weren't there for Shadow to see you reading, then how did you leave the library car? I wasn't. I didn't. Why doesn't this seem too right to me? Tails definitely feels like he's onto something, but I don't see it. Was SBO sitting reading, or did somehow vanish to not notice? Or did he somehow vanish to not notice Shadow return to the library car? What should I do? Let's defend SBO for now. I have to make sure our guests are taken care of. I have to speak up. Tails, we have a piece of evidence that can answer all of our problems. Lay it on me. Let's try the map. Alright, now let's see if we can get my thoughts in order. Oh god. Okay, 55. What did I hit? I don't know what I hit on that for. I don't know what I hit, but it's fine. The library map. Oh, I see. See the exits to the right. See the exits? They are right across from one another, a straight path. If Shadow walked down the straight path, there's a way SBO and Shadow couldn't have seen each other, right? Looks like you have a point. Looks like you have to point out where exactly on the map you mean. Where could SBO have been for Shadow not to have noticed him? Here? Interesting. That's where I was sitting reading my book. Oh, okay. I can second this. When I returned from the saloon car, SBO was in that same spot. That confirms it then. You see, Shadow and SBO couldn't have seen one another from this spot. Because there's a bookcase in the way. There's no way Shadow could have seen SBO or vice versa. It makes a lot of sense why you never mentioned Shadow return, SBO. There's just no way you could have seen him. I apologize for losing my cool back then. I felt like I was grasping despite telling the truth. But I'm glad you all believe me now. Your alibi isn't the most airtight, but I have no further points. Thank you both for answering all of our questions. We did it. Another pair of alibis validated. Boy, that reading was rough. Too many locked doors to worry about, but I'm glad everything straightened itself out in the end. Well, I'm exhausted. I'm going to crash here for a bit. The chairs are so comfy. Likewise, I could use a breather. Sadly, our work isn't done yet. I have plenty of questions for Rouge and especially for Shadow. Oh, it seems the door to the next car is open. Amy must have got back when she passed through earlier. Then that's our cue to leave. See you later, Vector and Espio. Give him heck. And if you need any meat chopped, say the word. I'll keep my poetry sharp for you both. A murderer is on the loose. While doors keep getting locked. Tick-tock, tick-tick-tock goes the clock. While our heroes are in the caboose. At this point, I'm feeling pretty confident in our detective's abilities. We're really doing this. Come on, Rasheen. Let's see what's next. Coming. Alright. So, we've solved this alibi with my terrible reading and my terrible minigame skills. But, yeah, so far it looks like we're getting to hopefully close to the ending, I would guess. I'm not sure. Once we hear all the stories, I think I'll have an idea who might have done it. I'm still waiting to figure out everybody's story first. But until then, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, maybe like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Until then, take care.